The ongoing pain for families of those who disappeared on Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. 10 years ago today, the aircraft left Kuala Lumpur at 12:41 a.m. local time, bound for Beijing. On board were 227 passengers and 12 crew. The flight was last seen on military radar at 2:22 a.m, heading west over the Straits of Malacca. All electronic communications had been cut. After days of searching, authorities concluded the missing plane crashed in the Indian Ocean with the loss of all 239 people on board. More than a year later, part of a wing washed up on the French island of Reunion, the first confirmed trace of the plane since it vanished. More plane parts were found in 2016 off the coast of Tanzania and on Mauritius, but there's still no trace of the remains of any of those on board. Our Asia correspondent, Debbie Edward, heard from distressed relatives who say without answers, they can't say goodbye.
You could hear the agony in her screams as Bao Langfang called out for her son, his wife and her granddaughter, who were all on board flight MH370. This was the day 10 years ago when it was confirmed to relatives the plane had vanished without trace and their loved ones were presumed dead. A decade later, Langfang is still in distress, waiting for answers. Together with several Chinese families, she marked this 10th anniversary with a visit to the Chinese government. Li Shuzi said they had asked for help to find the truth. He still hopes to find his son alive. 27-year-old Xing Chao was one of the passengers. Her uncle came to speak on behalf of his sister, who he believes died from a broken heart.
因为这个10年了，有好多的家属都不在了，真的，这个事情真的是挺让人这个痛心的。
What happened to the Malaysia Airlines flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing remains almost a complete mystery. A fragment of the plane's wing and several small pieces of debris washed up in the western Indian Ocean in 2015. But subsequent high-tech sea searches have failed to locate the plane and no bodies have been recovered. The Malaysian Prime Minister has indicated he might allow a new search operation.
Our Minister of Transport have announced clearly that we have a compelling case to reopen the investigations. We will.
The lack of a distress call and how suddenly the plane disappeared from radar has led to several theories, ranging from hijacking to a loss in cabin pressure and even pilot suicide. There were 239 people on board. Most passengers were Chinese, but others, including 5 children, came from all over the world. K.S. Narendran from India lost his wife.
I'm not giving up the pursuit. I believe that's the case with other families as well. To my mind, it is of utmost importance for the flying public, for the traveller as well, to know what happened so that we can avoid a recurrence.
All these years later, the how, why and where of flight MH370 remain unanswered, an unsolved case and enduring grief. Debbie Edward, ITV News, Beijing.